We will be playing more Paranormasight tonight. Creepy. Oh, this is new. Gotta turn down quite a bit. Also, where is game? There we go. Look at this. This is an interesting title screen. Isn't it? Alright, so this is our second stream of Paranormasight. We streamed this a few nights ago. And I would really dug that first section. For sure. Actually some interesting things happening in the game. Obviously, it's a continuation of Spooktober streams. This, if you had not saw the first part, is a very like a visual novel with some light puzzle happenings going on. Kind of like more like puzzle in the sense of like what seems to be like almost order of operations. You gotta have to do certain things before certain things happen, or before you interact with certain people or things and objects. A lot of the story revolving around, at least with our character here, having to curse people before he is himself cursed, in an effort to gain enough souls to bring someone back to life. That's basically what's been going on. And then at the very end of the first stream, we got to a part where basically the main, or what was his name, storyteller, was like, hey, there's basically there's a timeline like system here at play. So this is our main character, Shogo, who we're playing as, and all these other screens are cracked and stuff. So I assume what that means is that they're done, and we're supposed to come here to then see whatever this pathway is. So we're gonna do that. Yoko is the girl he's trying to bring back, but weirdly, he's trying to bring her back even though he only knew her for like a month, he was saying. But does he want to bring her back just because he feels guilty, as if he assumes maybe he was the one who killed her? At least that's what one of the people who had a curse was trying to convince us of. It's all very mysterious. A lot of mysterious happening. Now, do I hit resume or do I hit restart? So that's your understanding. That turned out the correct answer is 0. Oh, and then, yeah, he asked me a question. He's like, have you determined how many people Shogo killed with his curse? And I guessed 4 people. And then he goes, as it turns out, the correct answer is 0. So that's another mystery here for sure. Very interesting. I want to see. Completed chapters can be resumed from various points in the chapter. Game will not return to a previous game state when resumed. Use the story chart. If you quit midway through it, you haven't finished, you'll have to restart from the beginning. Makes sense. If you return to the story chart by using the suspend command, 2 phases must complete a fully complete chapter. If a chapter is finished while there are still tasks, then the chapter will not dim and will remain lit up. 2 phases that must be completed to fully complete a chapter. So I don't know. Should I resume? I don't know at what point. Maybe I'll just hit restart and see what happens. Ah, but that means I gotta do this whole scary section again. God. Let me see this. Wait. You're kidding, right? About what? I mean, just now. It kind of sounded like you were saying that only people with spirit sense can see you. Of course that was a joke. Duh. You don't really think I'm some kind of evil spirit, do you? But yeah, I meant what I said about your spirit sense. There's the shadow of the person back there. The spirit sense being strong. Bet you could down a whole gimlet in one gulp. Seriously. That's the real reason I asked you to help me with the 7 mysteries of Honjo business. Okay, let me just clarify something. Are you saying you can actually see paranormal stuff? Sure, I could handle a solid Moscow mule. Are you measuring this in terms of cocktails? Not a believer, huh? Well, it's no matter. Actually, I don't feel like... I'm curious, how am I supposed to know? I don't know if there's a way to know where I'm supposed to start. The game give me a hint as to where. Whoa. Whoa. What the hell? Feels like the air just changed. Yoko, are you okay? What's wrong? Stay with me. No, this can't be. No. I forgot about this whole... I mean, I don't have to reread this, right? Huh? What? Is calling her name real? Oh. Wait, this is new. Let me see this again. Yoko! It's no use. She's in no condition to talk. Keep yelling her name. So I told him, keep yelling her name. Huh? What? Is calling her name really going to help? I'm already yelling as hard as I can. Shouldn't I look for what's causing this? There's nothing there. Oh, I'm telling him, there's nothing there! See, I'm directing him. See, I think this game does have, especially based on the storyteller aspect, that where the storyteller was talking to the player and everything, I have a feeling this game has a meta slant to it, involving me as more than just a player of the game. I think this is one of those types of games where it's directing, like, we are not just playing the game, but we're like a part of the game, if that makes sense. Does that make sense? Yoko, hang in there. Yoko, look at me. You're going to be okay. It's all right. There's nothing there. Yoko! Oh, we did it. Oh, yeah. Easy. Oh, part 3. Oh, I was supposed to read this as part 3 prime. Is this like a timeline where she doesn't die? Shoko cries Yoko's name in a desperate attempt to wake her as she lies, unmoving on the ground. Will it please get to her? Oh, I'm so ready. Here we go. Good thing I didn't have to replay that whole story. The whole section. I'm so glad I figured to back out and just start from that last section. Got her. Huh? Oh, good. You're awake. What? Are you okay? You were so rattled and confused, I thought you really lost it. Do you feel dizzy? Have a headache? Are your humors off balance? Wait, what did you say? I think I've heard that before. You're the one who said it earlier. Oh, right. That might have been it. My humors are off balance. What, back there? You ended up like that because of your humors? Yeah, I've heard that at this age, your humors being even a little bit off can be fatal. I'm glad you're back to normal now. Yeah, I'm sorry. Didn't mean to cause you so much trouble. But I really don't remember what happened. Sounds like what happened to me. Maybe this place is dangerous somehow. Huh. What? Are you backing out? Yeah, it just doesn't feel safe to me. And I'm worried about you. This game can't do the screen shake thing and scare me like that. Let's call off today's investigation. Come on. I just started feeling back to normal too. Nope, not happening. Go home. I'll even pay your cab fare, okay? I ended up having to force a still protesting Yoko into a taxi. Even then, she still wouldn't stop complaining. So to placate her, I promised I'd search the park on my own for a little while longer. Oh boy. No, go home. Go sleep. This is like one of those moments where I would literally say, hey, let's go sleep. Some weird shit's happening. Let's go to sleep. Scary things are happening. People are murdering each other. Let's just go into bed. Let's just go to my bed. Worried about Yoko after a bizarre incident, Shogo decides to call off their investigation into the mysteries of the night. Despite stubborn objections, he manages to persuade her by offering to continue the search on his own. Well, at least it seems like it's happening in the day. The day? 5 a.m. sort of day. I hear birds. Birds? Birds mean day. In further news, before dawn today, a police officer on patrol discovered a man collapsed in a Sumida City Park. Oh, wait, what? No. My investigation must not have been good. The man was taken to the hospital, but his death was confirmed shortly after. Investigations are still underway, but police suspect a connection to the other unexplained deaths found in the area at around the same time. Damn. Shogo. Oh, now we get the title sequence. Here we go. I assume my investigations did not go well. I assume someone got me as I stayed at the park later. Which is exactly why I say you should just go to sleep. People are bothering you? Go to sleep. You have a tummy ache? Go to sleep. Bored as shit? Go to bed. Well done in your efforts thus far. This brings Shogo Oki's, oh yeah, his last name's Oki's, story to a close. Ah, but this is not the end. Far from it. In fact, this is where the story finally begins. The routes of the three protagonists have now been unlocked. Or, multiple protags? Harui Shigema, a woman who lost, her son when he's kidnapped and murdered. Tetsuyo Tsutsumi, the chief inspector of the 1st Investigative Division, who is looking into the death of an officer in the line of duty. Yako Sakazaki, a high school girl who wants to bring her friend back from the dead, a girl who died in a suspicious suicide. We met all these people before. Each of them is burdened with circumstances that leave them no choice but to seek the right of resurrection. Following these 3 storylines will reveal the full nature of all that is occurring. With that, please enjoy the continuation of this tale. Does that mean Shogo was not a real main protag? Like, his death, because he died like that, like... Well, the thing is, he died, but, like, he also killed her, and, like, killed her. Interesting. Alright, whose storyline are we going first? Let's go Tetsuyo. Tsutsumi. And my reasoning for going with him first is just based on storylines, the little blurbs we just got, and then how we met them in his chapter. Like, her story and her story seem a lot more interesting than this guy. So, I'm going to go with the one I think would be less interesting first. Does that make sense? We build up to potentially the more interesting things. Crime scene investigation. Chief Inspector of the Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, is investigating the mysterious death of a fellow officer. He visits the scene of the incident, former Yasuda Gardens, with his subordinate Jun Irio, and we get a partner, young partner lad. Young partner lad. So is this gonna be like intertwining story situation? Then am I gonna see the guy we played as before come into us and hide behind a tree, and I gotta find him and all that jazz. Hey boss, Forensics is all done. Crime scene is clean. The other officers have all gone home. It's just us now. The park should be able to open back up tomorrow like nothing ever happened. I doubt it'll get many visitors after everything that's happened. You'd be surprised. Lots of people love that kind of thing. But they'll be lining up to get in. Cold stuff is really popular right now. Did you not know that, boss? Sounds stupid. Well, it's not exactly rude in science, but if ghosts really did exist, we could just ask them who the perp was. Somehow I doubt it'd be that simple. Oh, but you know, I've heard the high school girls are really into the spirit board thing these days. Supposedly you can call in spirits and talk to them by using a board with letters on it. Wouldn't that be something? You can try it yourself if you're so interested. I'm making the mistake again. You could try it out yourself if you're so interested. Hey, it's not a bad idea. Let's give it a go sometime, boss. What now? Stop messing around. You really think you're gonna solve this case by moving a coin across a scrap of paper? I forgot his pursed lips. Sounds like you know all about it. And we gotta be open-minded. What if that's how police work is gonna be from now on? Don't make me laugh. Files. Oh, hell yeah. Spirit board. Due to the occult craze, divination has become popular among young boys and girls. Oh, it's like the generic term for a Ouija board. Yeah. All one needs is a coin and a piece of paper with letters and numbers written on it. Using these, all one has to do is ask a question of the called upon spirit and remove the coin and answer. It is believed to be a tool that was adopted from Western spiritualism and molded by Japanese occult enthusiasts. Though it is considered a form of divination, the ritualistic nature of its usage can cause self-hypnosis or autosuggestion, leading to hallucinations or symptoms similar to spirit possession. Many schools ban these spirit boards after there were several cases of students sneaking into schools at night, in addition to stories of people having seizures when using the boards. Yeah, okay. Listen up, Irio. You can't go blaming the death of your buddy on something like the occult. I don't care if it was ghosts or the occult or what. Whatever it was that did this, I'll get them. I promise you that. Well, you got the right attitude, but we don't even know if this is a murder yet. Biases weaken our judgment. Get too fixated on one thing, you stop seeing everything else. Aye, boss. So, now that we've finished investigating the scene, let's review what we know. Now? It's getting late. Figure we head straight home from here. Come on, we gotta go over all the info we gathered. What better place to do that than here at the scene of the crime where we can soak up the atmosphere? Soak up the atmosphere? Hell is there to soak up? Must really be into this occult stuff if you get off on being in a place like this. Wait, you mean being somewhere like this doesn't get your blood pumping? No way! The face of disbelief. No, don't turn this around on me. I'm not the weird one here. Cripes. Cripes? Fine. Let's get this over with. Aye, boss. Alright, here we go. Nothing creepy is gonna happen. No jump scares tonight, right? No jump scares, hopefully. The former Yasuda Gardens here in Yokohama Ichomi, sure, were originally built as part of Daimyo's estate back in the Edo period. The park became city property a number of years ago and underwent extensive renovations. It's not a soul around at the time of night. This time of night. Quiet doesn't even begin to describe it. This pond. They say it used to flow into the Sumida River, but the river became so polluted that they cut it off. That's unfortunate. Jun Irio, a detective in the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division. His rank is sergeant. It's his first time leading a case. It's like he's graduated from rookie to newbie. He looks put together on the outside, but acts like a kid most of the time. Honestly, Force could use more people like him. Adorable. So, early in the morning yesterday, a staff member found the victim collapsed here in the park and called the police when they realized he was dead. While there were no obvious external wounds, the fact that he was a police officer and the evidence of a struggle means it's likely that this was a murder. Sumida office sent it over to us since it involved the death of an officer, and we were tasked with the investigation. Nice jacket. Nerd. What we need to do is figure out what happened and whether there was foul play involved. I think this about sums things up. But either way, I'm so glad you're back in the First Division, boss. I've always admired your work. You were like a god to me. You were the whole reason I became a detective in the first place. Yeah, about that. People have been saying that ever since you first entered the academy, but... Yes, that's because it's true. Couldn't believe you got transferred out of the first just as I was assigned to it. So getting to work a case like this now, just the two of us, is a dream come true. Happy as I am to hear that, well, how should I put it? What is it? If that's true, I'm not sure you've been showing me the appropriate amount of respect. Huh? But I do respect you. Don't tell me you're going senile, boss. That's exactly what I'm talking about. When you run your mouth like that. It's getting late. You must be sleepy. Don't worry, boss. I'll make sure we get out of here soon. Yeah, get it. Damn. But, boss? Yeah? Is this case really important enough to assign to someone from the investigation division? I mean, a friend of mine died, so it's important to me, but it's all up to the higher-ups. I'm sure they got their reasons. Boss, you know something, don't you? It'll all become clear in time. Try not to worry about it too much. Thinking about it. The only thing we know for sure is the identity of the victim. It means there must be something special about him, right? Maybe he knew something he wasn't supposed to. Some kind of secret or something. Isn't that right? You're pretty sharp sometimes, you know that? If you picked up on that, you should be able to put the rest together yourself. The victim is Hajime Yoshima of the Juvenile Division of the Sumida City Community Safety Bureau, 27 years old, single. He mostly dealt with cases involving juveniles and education. His rank was senior police officer. You knew him well, didn't you? What was he like? Yes, we were in the academy together. We still went out for drinks together every month or two. He could be a little rowdy, but he was like a big brother to us all. He was kind and cared about his friends. For better or worse, he wasn't the uptight type of cop. The man always showed empathy, and I heard he was popular with the locals for it. He treated each and every troubled kid he met with compassion. He had a great track record when it came to rehabilitation. Sounds like we lost a good one. Yes, we did. We truly did. I knew being a cop was dangerous. I knew something like this could happen, but it's never easy when it happens for real. I know the feeling. I don't know where to settle for his voice. He didn't seem to care much about climbing the ranks, but he was at the top of our class. Only problem was that he took on so much. He had the most unfinished paperwork, too. I've always felt we need an unusual guy like him to help us solve all our unusual cases. Person of interest update. Nice. He's a police officer with the Sumida City and was primarily responsible for juvenile and education cases. Held the rank of head patrol officer and entered the force at the same time as Jun Irio. He was found dead under mysterious circumstances at the gardens early in the morning yesterday. Once a rebellious gang member himself, Yoshima turned his life around and used his own experiences to connect with troubled youth as a police officer. While his appearance and demeanor suggested a man who was rough around the edges, he was a compassionate, loyal, and caring man at heart, looked up to his big brother by his peers. Yoshima achieved stellar results in his work with juvenile cases, but his consistently sloppy paperwork and less informal attitude essentially doomed his career and had him writing formal apologies on the regular. He left behind a fiancée whom he had been dating since high school. I thought it said that he was single. He's not really single if you have a fiancé, right? Actually, that's dumb of me to say. I think technically, like, you're single if you're just... I just clearly don't know anything. Don't worry, you're plenty unusual yourself. Me? I was most normal of my classmates. Besides, the real weirdo among us quit the academy a long time ago. There was one even weirder than you. So all this occult stuff, have you heard about it, boss? What are you talking about? This rite of resurrection thing that everyone's talking about. No, not you two. Been hearing about that shit everywhere. Oh, you have? That's surprising. Who cares what people are talking about? It's got nothing to do with our job. But don't you think the occult stuff with this case feels, I don't know, realer somehow? Whole thing started right here in Honjo in Samita City, so I thought that maybe cut it out. Nothing good could come of getting involved with that right, or whatever, the record of fates. Sounds like you know all about it. Boss, are you secretly into the occult? Stop that. Seriously, this isn't a joke. I get why you'd be intrigued by something called the Rite of Resurrection after a buddy of yours died, but bringing the dead back to life is the stuff of fantasy. It's not real. Just don't go hoping for miracles. Got it? Got it. I've been wowed by your shrewd detecting abilities all day today. Oh, really? Funny. I've been wowed by you, too. I don't know why that doesn't get checked off, but... As for the cause of death, we won't know until the autopsy is done. From what we've seen, though, it appeared to be some kind of acute heart failure. But since he had no record of chronic illness, and no visible wounds, it's possible that poison or drugs could have been involved. Dying in the middle of the park like that certainly seems suspicious. We found signs of a struggle at the scene, as well as footprints belonging to an unidentified individual. We've got people trying to identify those prints. If we can find who they belong to, we might be able to figure this whole thing out. Yes, wouldn't that be nice if that were the end of it? The only things Hajime had on him were his badge and his wallet in his pockets. So we could rule out a mugging. Now, there probably aren't many people who would think to try mugging a cop as big as him. I've also heard that Hajime got into a fair few fights in his younger days. Started judo once he became an officer and rose up the ranks quickly. Sounds like the perp would have to have been pretty strong to take on Hajime. What happens if I hit this? Got a bad feeling about this case, and my gut is rarely wrong. I knew this would be a treacherous case from the moment we were dragged into it. This is where the victim was found. It's clean now. It almost feels like nothing happened here at all. But once an incident like this has come to pass, there's no going back. Not that knowing that is any consolation. I'm so the 360 like camera thing is so unnerving because like any of these moments I feel like I'm gonna turn around and there's gonna be a spook, you know? Time of death was around 11 p.m. 2 days ago, outside of the park's operating hours, of course. His body was found early in the morning yesterday. 11 p.m. the day before yesterday? What was Hajime doing out here at that time in the first place? That's the question, isn't it? The entrance to the park is closed after hours, but it's a small gate that would be fairly easy for him to get through if he really wanted to. That would, of course, be breaking and entering, but what do you think, boss? I'm gonna say someone called him here. It's hard to imagine a cop like Hajime would trespass for no reason. Since it seems like someone else was here with him, could they have called him here? Oh, that does seem likely. They must have been talking about something pretty sensitive to come here in the middle of the night. So Hajime met someone here to discuss something in secret. And then they got into a fight? No, that wouldn't match the cause of death. There were no wounds on the body that would indicate a spontaneous scuffle. Perp must have planned something. Then you think it was meditated? That would mean they called Hajime to the park with the intent to kill him? Well, there's still the possibility that it was just some kind of accident. I don't know what that sound effect was. Maybe the perp tried to threaten Hajime and things went south from there. Should be able to get a clear picture once we know exactly what killed him. Right. Right. Hajime was quite the bad boy in school, apparently. He ended up with the police a lot. He said the officer in charge was good to him, helped him get back on track. The reason he wanted to become a cop was to pay his kindness forward, so it was the first time he ever took his studies seriously. That's a good story. Love that kind of thing. Makes someone have a drink in his honor. Please don't make fun of my dear friend. Hey, I said in his honor. Should aspire to become the kind of cop people miss when they die in the field. You say that like it's a sure thing I'll die. Besides, if I end up biting it, I'm sure you'll be the one who misses me most, boss. Come on, don't be like that. You'll hurt morale. Well, I guess how much I'll miss you depends on how this investigation goes. Can already see it. Iria, no! Why'd you have to go and get yourself killed? I have no idea what's going on in that head of yours. Yeah, I'll be a sight to see. Can't wait. You can't wait for your own death. Get it together, kid. Sheesh, you really are something. Thank you? Thank you? What about the victim's family? The Oshima family is from Kaita Senju in Adachi City, but Hajime's parents died a long time ago. He lived there all alone, no siblings or anything. Went to his house a few times for drinks. I was surprised. It's this huge, old-looking place. Like, you know, kind of place that seems super haunted. And he lived there alone. Looked like the home of an old noble family. It's hard to imagine him being such a delinquent living in a house like that. There's that bias I was talking about. If he's from an old family, I'm sure things are complicated. That's a bias too. He never talked about any of that, even when we were drunk, so I don't know much about it. Oh, one more thing. Yeah? Hajime was engaged. He'd been seeing his fiancée ever since they were in school. Over 10 years. They just started talking about getting married. What was her name again? He showed me a picture once. She was a beautiful woman. That's so? Terrible for her. But she may know if there'd be anything going on with him lately. I should speak to her. Yeah, his fiancée may have been his only confidant. I'm sure someone at the Sumida Police Department has already contacted her. I'll look into it tomorrow. Boom, 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 boom. Every time. And not only am I afraid I'm going to see something, I feel the need to keep turning around. Hey boss? I looked into the case that Hajime was running. Oh great. That's the kind of stuff I want to know. What was Hajime working on the day he died? Well, according to his report from the day before, he had 2 cases involving juveniles. Uh-huh. First was the suicide of a high school girl who jumped off a building in Kamizawa last week. Oh, see, we already see the connection happening. Yeah, I did hear about that. The girl's name was Michio Shiraishi. She was a second-year student at Komogata High School. But it seems as though Hajime has had contact with her even before this incident. So she'd been in trouble for some time. That's the thing. About a month ago, he happened to see her walking around town. She looked upset, so he struck up a conversation with her. He was sure there was something bothering her, but she wouldn't tell him what. Must have been trouble at home. That's what he thought too. Seems he visited her home and spoke to her parents, but they said there was no problem, so there was nothing else he could do. And now she's dead. It's possible he could have prevented her suicide then. He must have been devastated. That's why I was looking at this Michio Shiraishi again. He must have thought that something terrible had happened that drove her to the end of life, to end her life. But ultimately, he never reported the findings of his investigation. Now I can't read again. Oh boy, it's happening already. I see. And you're thinking that it may have something to do with his death? We'll have to find out what it was Hajime discovered. Right. Let's check with the Sumida Police Department about that tomorrow, too. And what was the other case he was working? This one is also related to a Komogata High student. A troublemaker named Hitomi Akuda. I felt a sneeze. There it is. Jesus. She seems to be the leader of a group of kids who get up to no good. Juvenile delinquency. Fun. She was pretty bad for a while. Multiple charges of destruction of property, assault and battery, you name it. Hajime had been working with her for about 6 months. She was finally starting to open up. Then, he met with the girl the day he died. Well, every school's got its problem. But I'm sure he'd be worried about how she'd get on without him. Right, just when she'd finally found an adult she could trust. She might act out without someone to help her get through this. We'll have to make sure the Sumida Community Safety Bureau does their job. But, we can't rule out the possibility that meeting with this delinquent girl had something to do with his death. Then we'll have to interview her, too. Ah, yes, you're right. She may have been the last person to see him alive, after all. I'll ask Samita to introduce us tomorrow. Though, who knows if they'll actually let us talk with her. That's what we hired you for. With a little boyish charm on them if you need convincing. Ah, yeah. I'm sure they prefer me over a scary-looking old man like you, boss. Watch it. Still your superior. You gotta act like you respect me, at least. Oh, I thought I was... You were? Shit. Is that just how your generation speaks? You really are a new breed. It's probably just me, actually. Ah, well. Don't think you could get away with that with other people. So, anyways, boss. Were you even listening? We've got quite a bit to look into tomorrow. First, the two Kamagata high school cases that Hajime was handling. And we need to speak with his fiancée as well. I believe that's it for tomorrow. Nice. Case notes regarding the death of Hajime Yoshima, officer with the Sumida Police. Body found there. Estimated time of death 2 days prior, approximately 11 a.m. Cause of death, acute heart failure. Signs of a struggle found at the scene. Efforts to locate witnesses underway. Body discovered by groundskeeper, currently investigating the fiancé of the deceased, and 2 female students that the deceased had contact with as persons of interest. Okay. I keep thinking that's gonna like progress something. Well, it is our duty to get to the bottom of a suspicious death, especially one involving an officer. On the topic of family, what's yours like, boss? Hell is wrong with you? Prying into my personal life all of a sudden? It's just, I've never heard you talk about them or anything. Oh, are you single? Shut it. It's none of your business. Well, ever since I joined the force, I've been thinking. The department really pressures young officers to get married. Wonder why that is. I don't say anything like that, though. How should I know? I caved to the pressure myself and got married 20-some years ago. Huh? So then... God, you're relentless. She took our daughter and left 4 years ago. Thanks for reminding me. Damn. Oh, I'm sorry. I can't believe she'd give up a guy like you. I was never home much. Too focused on work. I come home late only to get called right back out again. Plus, being a cop is dangerous work. I don't blame her for getting fed up with it all. How sad. Especially when you're out here putting your life on the line. Oh, is that why you transferred out of the first? I'm sorry you're too late by then. You better be careful, Irio. You say that, but there's not much I can do, is there? That's the nature of our job. There aren't many who can really understand it, unless they're involved with police work themselves, or related to someone who is. But wait, you have a daughter, boss? You really think I want to talk about her after all that? Have some sense. Come on. I promise I don't mean this the way it sounds, but... How old is she? Jeez, you don't know when to quit, do you? At least try not to look so intrigued. I was gonna try to guess, but... He just said that the daughter was taken 4 years ago, right? She's a bit rough around the edges. I think most men are intimidated by her. Last I heard, she's living by herself and going to college. Wow, college student. Men love an educated lady. Stop that. What kind of cop are you making baseless assumptions like that? She's living on her own, though, huh? You must worry about her. Worry? I don't know. I don't even know where she lives. Oh, so she hasn't told you. Probably because she knows you'd follow her around everywhere. I would not. I don't think... Come on now. I'm losing my voice. Come on now. We both know that's not true. Listen here. You may look like a mean old man, but you sure have a soft side. What? Is that supposed to be a compliment? Can't keep up with you. We're done talking about this. Oh, that reminds me. If you got married 20 years ago, it must have been right around the Nijima murder. You know your history. Yeah, happened a year or two after our wedding. You were the one who arrested the killer, weren't you? We studied that case at the academy. I was only in elementary school at the time, but I still remember people talking about some dangerous criminal getting arrested. All that was just cracking the case, finding the guy. It was all just happenstance. Really rather not think about it. It was a disturbing case. Did it not make your skin crawl when you learned about it at the academy? It did. We were all terrified. Sounds about right. No one could believe that such a mild-mannered man could have committed such a terrible murder. If we had overlooked one little thing, we may never have caught him at all. I think I remember hearing there was only one charge brought against him in the end. That's right. We didn't have the evidence. I knew there was no way such a meticulously planned crime could have been there first, but we may have stuck Fumishika Nijima in a cell, but it was no victory. He always had the upper hand. All the damage it did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. Is that a name I'm supposed to know? Nijima. I want to make sure I'm not missing that if that was the case. I don't... Okay. All the damage it did to everyone involved, especially the victim's classmates. It's already been 20 years, huh? God damn it. That's why I try not to think about it. I'm sorry. Nijima murders. Overview. A notorious case from over 2 decades ago involving the murder of a female high school student. First came to attention to the authorities when part of a human left hand was discovered floating in the Sumida River. Testing revealed it belonged to a missing female high school student. It appeared to have been severed deliberately. The police launched a murder investigation. Oh, this one's long. Look at this. Oh my goodness. Okay. A large-scale search of the river was organized, but the highly polluted state of the water made this impossible. Visibility was poor, the stench was intense, the divers quickly fell ill. They succeeded in recovering only a victim's head and what appeared to be part of her leg before the search was called off. At the time of the incident, the Sumida River was as polluted as it has ever been. Neither fish nor shellfish could survive in it, eventually causing the annual fireworks festival to be called off indefinitely. Over the course of the search, police discovered a number of unidentified human bones. It caused a stir among the public, as several other young women had gone missing in recent years in the Tokyo area. It was feared that they may have fallen victim to the same fate. Forensic technologies at the time, however, were not advanced enough to determine the identities of the deceased, so the police were unable to open any inquiries. Due to the overwhelming lack of circumstantial evidence, the investigation ground to a halt until a hitherto unrelated individual came to its attention. During questioning about a separate incident, Fumishika Nijima, a 36-year-old shop owner with no relation to the victim, divulged details about her that had never been released to the general public. Investigation into his background was conducted, leading to his arrest. Nijima testified that he had snatched his victim from the street and confined her in the underground storeroom of his shop, which also served as living quarters. He chose her for no special reason, but simply decided she was an opportune target on seeing her walking alone at night. Ugh. After keeping her locked up for several days, he restrained her, sewed her mouth shut, and severed her fingers and toes with a box cutter while she was still conscious. She screamed silently behind her sealed lips. He proceeded to use her wrists, her ankles, her elbows. He proceeded to her wrists, her ankles, her elbows, her knees, working his way inward slowly and methodically. Jesus. His victim constantly wavered in and out of consciousness. Her ordeal continued until she died of blood loss. Jesus. He's going to dismember the rest of her body and dispose of it behind his home in the Sumida River before cleaning his storeroom and returning to his everyday routine as if nothing had happened. The brutality of the action shocked the nation when they were eventually reported. Once apprehended, Nijima readily divulged the details of the murder, but was less willing to explain his motive. When asked, he would only break down in tears, saying, "I don't know what came over me. I know it was wrong." In the end, the police could extract nothing more from him than expressions of remorse. Though the efficiency of his method strongly suggests that he committed similar crimes in the past, no corroborating evidence had ever come to light. Nijima was sentenced to life in prison at his first hearing. The sentence was imposed with no appeal from the defendant. Well, boss, I think that about does it. Right, let's call it for tonight. See you tomorrow. Oh my god. Oh god, what's that? Huh? Boss, what's wrong? Don't tell me you're going senile. That scared me, Jesus. Damn it, it was that case all along. Boss, what is it? Is there something over there? Ah! Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Oh! Kill them. Kill them. Those who spread lies. Kill them all. Oh, I got my own thing. You have acquired the power of the Cursed Stone, the Evergreen Beach. Evergreen Beach. You can use it to kill those who intentionally try to mislead you. So, okay. So instead of someone, you know, walking away from me, I kill people who lie to me. Don't lie to me. Press the use curse button when someone lies to you. Once upon a time in North Akurabashi, beautiful beech tree stood in the garden of Lord Shindin's residence, now known as the former Yasuda Gardens. Oh wait, this is an update, right? Yes, okay. A curse power. Kills by hanging one who tries to mislead the curse bearer with false statements. Oh, this is gonna be so dope. Okay. He deceived us with his so-called rite of resurrection. The man who tricked the people with his false dark arts swings from a rope. They thought the man had escaped the previous night, but oddly enough, he was found hanging in the garden of the daimyo's mansion that morning. The man, a local named Chinkichi, was known for his kind temperament and skill in crafting Netsuke clasps. While his life wasn't always easy, he was optimistic to smile through whatever life threw at him. He was the kind of man who would take care of those who didn't have anyone else to rely on. Prosperity of the ukiyo-e boom must have been what fanned the flames of his greed. The old craftsman was found in a miserable state, as if sentenced to some cruel fate. Perhaps he'd ended his own life, unable to bear the weight of his crime. But dead men tell no tales, and the people thought of him as a bad man even in death. He hung there for days till his neck stretched horrifically, a visage of pain still etched on his face. It was clear he must have struggled greatly as he died. His flesh marked dark scars where the rope wrapped around his whole body. The beech's trees' leaves do not fall, and neither do the man's body hanging from it, as the mansion's owner was not at home. Another unfortunate event. People held their tongues, fearing divine punishment, but the rumors persisted nonetheless. Okay, so this is actually gonna be interesting. So, okay, so we're starting to see different protags get different curses, and then the different curses are going to change how you interact with other people, right? So like I said, I assume I'm gonna have to find out when someone's lying to me or get them to lie to me, and then I can curse them. Ugh. A murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You, who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. One thing I want to test that I didn't test in the first stream of this is I want to know what happens if I pass by the opportunity to curse someone. So, like, there was a prompt in that first stream when I was playing as the guy. But I never let someone run away. And I'm curious if that's a story thing would happen, or if it would be like a game over screen. I'd be curious. So maybe if I can get that to happen again, I would try it again, but... Boss! Boss, what's the matter? Don't tell me you really went senile. Sorry, I'm fine. Irio? Yes? I have some bad news. Oh no, your senility is kicking in, isn't it? No, we've got a bit of trouble on our hands. Looks like we'll be working some overtime. We're not going home tonight. Huh? What are you talking about? How does this guy know about the curse thing? Nice. Okay, so I can now go right back into this, or I can go to jump to some other story. I don't have to go all the way through. I thought I kind of how this was presented, I thought I was gonna have to go all the way through, but I just have to finish a section. And with how this kind of worked, I would not be surprised if you have to figure out something in one person's story to then bring it to another person's story. I assume something like that's gonna happen here. Although I am curious. I do want to now that I have a new curse, I kind of want to see his thing. Are sorting through the facts at the scene of the officer Hajime Yoshimi's mysterious death. Satsumi denies the existence of the right of resurrection till the curse echo of the Evergreen Beach appears before them. Let's go! Let's go! Alright, who do we kill first? Who's our first victim? Okay, so let me get this straight, boss. The right of resurrection really exists? And to use it, you have to kill people using the power of curses from the 7 mysteries of Honjo? And the curse you have is from the story of the Evergreen Beach that's told in this area? Is that right? Yeah, pretty much. You're quick on the uptake. You weren't your usual silly self when you were explaining, so I knew you were telling the truth. I'm never silly. Only thing I have trouble believing is that you're taking this occult stuff seriously now. I mean, talk about paranormal. I thought you didn't believe in any of that stuff. It's not that I don't believe in it. My familiarity with it is why I've tried not to get too close. Are you just being a sore loser? Not used to admitting you were wrong? Oh, shut up and listen to me. No point in trying to hide things anymore. We won't get anywhere if you don't understand this, so listen up. Please, just listen. You don't have to keep saying it, I'm listening. We don't have time to waste. We'll talk as we walk. Hey, wait for me, boss. Oh, we got some cool music going? Let's go kill people. To the bridge. Sorry. I just want to double check one thing. You're telling the truth, right? This isn't a side effect of your senility. It's the truth. Not like I could prove it, though. Oh, this is really cool. It's like the music kicks in. It's like a true buddy cop moments here. He's not stupid, but he sure can be slow sometimes. But I think that positivity of his may come in handy at some point. I'm sure you already know this, but this is all top secret. No sharing it with anyone. Right, you can trust me not to. But, no, I just can't believe it. I'd heard rumors that you used to be a member of Secret Division attached to the Security Bureau. Can't believe I actually have a department called Paranormal Affairs. Yeah, sure comes as a shock. Couldn't believe it myself. Thought the higher-ups were messing with me. Really had me worried for a while there. No, this is incredible. That's the whole reason I became a cop. I was always fascinated by secret agencies and stuff. You serious? But thinking about it, totally makes sense. If curses and spirits really do exist, then of course we need a special department to protect citizens from them. You seem a bit too eager to believe all this. And hang on, I thought you joined up because me. Come on, boss. Do you only have one favorite food? You can like more than one thing. Yeah, whatever. In any case, the official stance is that the supernatural doesn't exist, so Paranormal Affairs operates in secret. Still not sure why it stuck me there. Those 4 years are nothing but cases involving the supernatural. Okay, a ton more reading. Here we go. Although officially called the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division Special Security Unit Paranormal Affairs Bureau, it is more commonly referred to simply as Paranormal Affairs. Only a handful of people know of its existence, even within the police force. As the name suggests, it specializes in the investigation and resolution of cases involving paranormal phenomena. Since the existence of paranormal phenomena is not public knowledge, nor is it readily believed by the general population, the Bureau's activities are conducted in the utmost secrecy. Currently, there are only 5 members, including the chief. The Bureau has a network of psychic contacts across the country who assist with their cases, including Mio Kurosuzu. The Bureau undertakes investigations into any suspicious stories that cross your desk, but the vast majority turn out to be hoaxes. Due to the sheer volume of cases, close-lipped, experienced detectives without paranormal abilities of their own, such as Satsumi, are sometimes assigned to investigate. Current Chief of Paranormal Affairs is a man named Kiryu Nakagoshi. He was born to a family of psychics who have been involved in keeping the world safe from paranormal phenomena for generations, and has served as Mio Kurosuzu's mentor since discovering her. Kiryu is an elusive figure Very few have met him in person, and he is rarely seen in the office. It is said that this is because he has often been target of curses. However, some theorize that is in fact because Kiryu is not actually a flesh and blood at all. His seat in his office is usually occupied by Nu, a legendary creature found in Japanese folklore. The Nu resembles an ordinary white thrush and acts as Kiryu's messenger, leading to bizarre scenes of police officers earnestly reporting their findings to a bird. The term Nagagoshi case serves as a code name used to refer to cases under investigation by Paranormal Affairs. What was he? Oh, that was that. I see. Wait, is the Paranormal... Oh, Affairs Bureau goes in both of them. Oh, okay. It occupies both spaces. I guess that makes sense. Ah! He's a detective. The fresh-faced police detective that Shogo Oki met at Midoricho Park. Jun is a young detective with the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department, 1st Investigative Division, with the rank of sergeant. Jun encountered a curse echo while investigating the mysterious death of his colleague, Hajime Yoshima, former Yasuda Gardens with Tetsuya Tsutsumi. And Tetsuyo explained to him that the supernatural is real, accepted this fact without a moment's hesitation, vowed to help his partner solve the case. Born to a relatively well-off household, Jun developed a healthy sense of self-esteem and an optimistic outlook on life. Though watching action movies and detective series as a child instilled in him a desire to help those in need, the sight of Tetsuya Tsutsumi, who was in charge of investigating the case Jun was involved in as a student, that truly inspired him to become a police officer. While Jun still maintains a strong respect for Tetsuyo, he also gets much enjoyment out of making casual cracks to get a rise out of the veteran officer. As an adult, Jun continues to hold on to the faint hope that the world is as he pictured it in his youth, a throwing place in which superhuman heroes do battle against secret evil organizations. He attended the police academy with Richter Kai, who is now a private investigator. Two initially became friendly when Jun found Richter holed up alone in the reference room, scouring over old crime data, and invited him to go bowling, a popular pastime during his era. Tetsuya Tsutsumi, the gruff police detective that Shogo Oki met at Midoricho Park. He's a veteran detective of the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department. He's possessed by the Evergreen Beach Curse Echo, investigating the former Yasuda Gardens. Previously a member of the secret Paranormal Affairs Bureau within the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department Security Division, he makes use of his experiment to investigate the ongoing large-scale curse incident with his partner, Jun Irio. Rather than sitting behind a desk, Chief Inspector Tsutsumi always worked in a field as he moved his way up the police force. On his stern face lies a compassionate man, ever prepared to help his fellow officers. That same attentiveness to his work and colleagues, however, cost Tetsuya's marriage several years ago. Has a penchant for candy and desserts, which he tries but fails to conceal from other officers at the risk of appearing soft. He delights in buying local sweets whenever he is sent to investigate a case, but often volunteered to be dispatched to distant locations to acquire them while he was with the Paranormal Affairs Bureau. He's also surprisingly knowledgeable about current trends, a trait he puts down to investigation-related research, but which is actually spurred by his wish to have something to discuss with his daughter. That's adorable. See, this is why I read these. I would never have learned that shit. Oh, wait. What is... Oh, yeah, Richter. Okay, so we did okay. So we did that. So, again, we're seeing how this kind of connects and everything. Ah, it's just like 428 Shibuya Scramble. Characters, stories, intermingling and crossing over. Excuse me? Someone's watching us. Doesn't seem like they're gonna run. Just keep an eye on them for now. Huh. Ha 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 ha. So, do you know, have it? Have what? Spirit sense, of course. Are you what they call spiritually gifted? Nope, never felt anything at all. Even if I did, it'd be a lightweight at best. One beer and I'm down for the count. Oh. Huh. Is that how people in the field quantify someone's spirit sense? Like how much liquor they can handle? Nope, that's just me. Thought it'd help get the point across. Okay, so is this final confirmation? I was thinking this earlier, but is this final confirmation that the girl from Shogo's story is his daughter? Then I was thinking this earlier, but they've got the same thing, and they describe having a paranormal sense as the same thing. So unless that's just a big coincidence. Oh, huh. Sorry, seems like I keep disappointing you. No, it's not your fault, boss. At the risk of disappointing you yet again, I'll tell you one more thing. Spirit sense is usually something you're born with. It's tough to develop it later on. What? So there's no hope for me? No, say it isn't so. Of course you were interested. Well, you never know. You may have some hidden potential. I know there's a high schooler who's got so much spirit sense that she works on the front lines. I say work, but she wasn't paid because it was supposedly part of her training. Yikes, it seems like it'd be in violation of Article 69 of the Labor Standards Act. Wow, you really know the law. No comment. Even the occult field has workers' rights issues, huh? Dude, that man standing there is so eerie. So, what do we do now? We got this rite of resurrection, and the curse echoes of the 7 mysteries of Honjo. Curse is being spread out around the city as a bit of an emergency. Is that bad? I'll put it this way. It's like handing out guns all over town. Jeez, that's real bad. It is. So we need to find the source and put a stop to it before something terrible happens. Usually that'd be a job for Paranormal Affairs, but I talked to them on our way here. The main team is tied up till tomorrow night. So, they told me to deal with it myself. So it'd be fine if I have, fine since I have some experience. Huh? What? Then that overtime you mentioned means... Yup, you're gonna help me, partner. Alright, let's do this. You seem a bit too eager to dive into all this. I have no reservations working a case you know nothing about. You said this was an emergency. Didn't think we had a choice. I'm just trying to be logical about this, boss. You really are something. It would actually be nice having you around. Why, thank you. Shadow figure. So, what exactly do we do? If these curses are connected to the 7 mysteries, then the people who have the others should all be here in town. Right. If there's 7 of them, that means there are 6 more out there. That's just basic math. We have to stop them all before they kill anyone with their curses. If we can, we should find and collect all the curse stones. But, boss, from what you said earlier, killing a curse bearer gets you closer to completing the rite of resurrection. Won't your life be in danger if they find out you're a curse bearer? Pretty much. We can't let that happen. Should you even be out here right now? Hiding would only be a waste of time. The mystery of the one-sided reed is associated with Ryogoku Bridge. I was hoping we'd be quick enough to run into the one-sided reed curse bearer. No such luck, it seems. Well, if nothing else, maybe word will spread that the cops are on the lookout and people will behave. That's putting a lot of trust in whoever these other people are. But it's possible that other curse bearers with the same idea will come here. Talk to anyone you see who seems suspicious. That means someone who may have the power of a curse? Understood. In that case, that shadow man back there. Why don't I ask that guy who's been watching us this whole time? There's just a creepy person back there. Ah, you noticed him too? Well, good luck. Yeah, I'm sure this isn't going to go poorly. Hey, you there. Sorry to bother you, but I got some questions. I'm with the police. Oh, it's him! Oh, it's him! Oh, he's got the fucking... Do I need to just turn it down? Options, go... See? This is me learning. Learning. He's going to try to curse me with the audio, and then I have to turn it down. See, this is why... I mean, maybe I'm not supposed to do that, but it seems like that. It seems like this game would be like, oh, you recognize the guy, this is how he got you last time, turn down the audio before he curses you, right? The voice audio. Thanks for your cooperation. We'll be asking you a few things, Mr. Yotaro Namigaki. That's your name, correct? Yes. I don't mind answering your questions. You're a detective? Did something happen? Oh, right. Lots of things have been happening around here. Like people dying. That wasn't, suspicious at all. Also, I really like his sweater. We saw him last time we were streaming this. I like his sweater. The man identifies himself as Yutaro Namigaki, a 21-year-old college student who is watching us so calmly. We need to be careful with this guy. So, what is it you were doing here? Ah, it must have been the incident at the former Yasuda Gardens. The dead policeman? Can't imagine a detective would come all the way out here otherwise. Huh? Say, Mr. Detective, have you ever heard of the Evergreen Beach? Answer my question. How about you answer my question first? What were you doing here? I was answering your question. I came here to look for the Evergreen Beach from the 7 Mysteries of Honjo. Actually, I was wondering if either of you knew anything about it. If it's the Evergreen Beach you're after, you'd be better off looking around the former Yasuda Gardens than here. Oh, you know a lot about this. But that's what I thought. Detectives, you have the curse stone of the Evergreen Beach, don't you? Oh shit, it's getting real. It's getting real all of a sudden. You, how did you know? Irio, you idiot. You just gave it away. God damn it, my partner sucks ass. Well, that was much easier than expected. This is like, I was thinking about this when we were streaming this the first time as well. This is a lot like, and this is harkening back to like my memory from a long time ago. But I remember back when I was a kid, I watched that anime like, what was it called? Zach Bell or something? I don't remember exactly what that whole thing was, but wasn't it that like a certain handful of people got like powers to that book where they had the little like puppet doll things, and then it was like you had to like go and seek out the other people with them, and then you had to like get them before they got you, and there was like something that was like some kind of mechanic to the whole show or something. But this seems a lot like that, where it's like one crazy night, a bunch of people out at night get access to curses, and then if they kill each other, they then have the right to the resurrection thing. And like, so then it's like, it's everyone with a curse trying to get the other people with a curse. And it just makes for this interesting dynamic. And on top of that, the curses all activate in different ways. So like I know with this guy, his curse is an audio thing, and that then develops in a meta way where we have to turn down the volume on the guy before he curses us. Whereas mine is I'm apparently going to try to catch him with a lie. Oh, it's just interesting. It's just interesting. Oh crap, sorry. It was simple inference. Figured you would have taken the curse if you were just in the gardens. If you know that, then you must be a curse bearer yourself. I have no intention of hiding anything. I plan to tell you from the start. Look. This is my curse stone. I believe it's called the Foot Washing Mansion. I forgot that this one was called the Foot Washing Mansion. That makes me laugh. That's right. That's right. But are you sure about this? I'm not so rash that I'd kill someone as soon as I found out they were curse bearer. Not without talking to them first. You're the same, aren't you, detectives? You wouldn't use a curse on a normal person. Let's speak as equal, shall we? Boss. Sure. I'd rather resolve this amicably, too. Okay, so I had the prompt to use the curse, but I'm gonna see what happens if I don't do it first. See if I get to like a game over screen when I should have used it prior. Although maybe this mechanic is different. Maybe I need to figure out when it is that he's lying. Then I can curse him. Though you're a curse bearer, so please be... Wait, what is that? Though you're a curse bearer, so please be careful. Fortunately, I don't think he knows which one of us is the curse bearer yet. If we play things right, we should be okay. But before we talk, there's something I should tell you. This is my curse stone. The Evergreen Beach, just like you thought. What? What? Boss, why would you tell him? As for how the curse works... Boss, are you having another senior moment? If you tell him that... It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. Oh, no, this is smart of my character. This is smart because he's like, hey, if you fucking lie to me, I can kill you. So the moment you lie to me, you're fucked. I actually like this plan. I think he's cooking something. It hangs to death anyone who would try to mislead me. So if you try to lie to me, the curse stone will let me know. I don't have to use it to tell. Understand? Whoa, really? That's super useful. I see. Understood. That's a pretty useful power for a detective. Now then, let's talk. Damn, seems I've lost the upper hand. No point for petty tricks then. I'll be honest with you. So far, so good. There's someone I want to bring back, so I'd like your assistance in collecting soul dregs. Can't help you. Please? All you'd have to do is tell me who the other curse bearers are. Sorry, but as a police officer, can't just look the other way and let you go. Please, if you help me, I'll let you two go as well. Is that a threat? No. It's your final warning. Wait, I turned down the audio. My curse, the foot washing mansion. Did you really think you could escape it just by being careful? It didn't matter to me which of you is a curse bearer. I'll be taking both your soul dregs anyway. Wait, Namagaki. The foot washing mansion is a powerful curse, and so simple to activate. It is ready whenever I need it. There's no escape from the voice of my feet. Irio, get out of here, hurry. I'll find you later. What? Okay. Too late. Hear the voice of my curse echo? No, the voice of his curse echo. Got him. Got him. Look at that. Dude, I'm fucking telling you, I turned down the voice thing. So smart. I got a fucking 5 head right now. This guy's power. Now he's been foiled twice. Twice over. It's so embarrassing. He's like, oh, my power is it's so easy to activate, and then he just gets clowned on. What? Why isn't my curse echo working? Impossible. This has never happened. What's happening? I don't hear anything. Irio, now, grab him. Right. Namagaki, get down. God damn it. Boss, here, his curse stone. Good work. Give it to me. Hey, I just stole his shit. Look at that. Interesting. Damn it. Why? What do you think, boss? Should we lock him up? I haven't even touched you. You can't consider that assault of a police officer. Let him go. All we need is a stone. Ugh. How could this happen? My right of resurrection. Give it up. The right was too good to be true from the start. I don't know what happened to you, but you're better off mourning whoever you lost the right way. Now get out of here. Damn it. This fucking nerd. Got him. Got him. Oh, that feels good. I didn't even give him a chance to fool me a second time. I was just like, I'm going to turn down the thing. Also, I'll turn the thing back up now. Even though I don't think it actually does anything. There are no voices in this game other than that. But one of these moments, I'm going to have it turned up. I feel it. Phew. That was a close one, huh, boss? He'd probably be dead if he had activated his curse. Yeah, not sure what, but something stopped his curse from... Boss? Are you okay? Does having another curse stone hurt? Yeah, curse on this one is flowing into me too. Oh no. I saw what activates the curse of the foot washing mansion. The resentful memories bound to it. Ah, I see. I always thought this one was one of the stranger of the 7 mysteries. Now I know why. It sure is something. What do you see? I'll save that for later. All I need to know for now is that's a particularly powerful curse. We're lucky we took it from him quickly. Phew. I hit the wrong button. Here we go. Kills by crushing one who hears the command wash. Wait, kills by crushing one who hears the command wash. Okay. She was an accomplished onmyoji. Alas, she did not use her talents for the good of the world or the people, but for her own selfish pursuit of beauty. After a fierce battle, the woman dragged herself through the streets. It was like something that gnawed away at her body. Will I die? I've already obtained what I needed, as long as I have this. Suddenly, a terrible realization dawned on her. Her legs wouldn't move. She fell to the ground. What was happening? Surprised, she looked down. Her foot, once so beautiful and delicate, had grown ulcerated and rotten. He got her. She was on the verge of death and covered in filth to boot. Crawling to a nearby house, her breath caught in her throat. Curious residents opened up, but recoiled from what they saw. My foot is so filthy. Someone, please, quickly. The woman expired while mumbling something unintelligible. And so ended the life of a woman consumed by evil. Just a pair of legs. Horrifying. Well, that makes one stone. Where do we go now? We'll visit all the places associated with the mysteries while it's still dark out. You mean we have to do it all over again? Hope they aren't all as aggressive as him, but people do crazy things to bring back someone they love. Seems that the hatred the curse stones are imbued with makes people more willing to kill. Really? What about you, boss? I'm fine. I may not have any spirit sense, but I'm tough when it comes to this stuff. That's why they loved me in the paranormal affairs. So, you are spiritually gifted after all. Alright, let's head to the next place. Yeah. See, now there's a part of me that wants to replay this. And see what happens if I try to curse him. Let's just experiment. For experiment's sake, right? What would happen if I actually try to curse him? Like, this will help. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe with future research. I don't know. God, my partner, I can't stress this enough. My partner is so dumb. Okay, so there's his stone. Alright, so let's just see what happens. Alright, let's see what happens. Boss? Sure. Rather solve this amicably too. Wait, I hit the curse button. Oh, it just didn't do anything. So maybe there isn't a game over state. Maybe the game is basically saying like, oh, you try to use it, but it's not effective. You're not being lied to. Oh yeah, it does a little noise. Alright. I am interested in continuing this, because it's kind of interesting. But I do want to see another character here. Let's go with the high school spirit board person. Yako Sakazaki searches for the rite of resurrection, hoping to revive her friend who jumped to her death. To get the information she needs, she meets with her classmate Mio Kurosuzu in her classroom at midnight to attempt using a spirit board. Spirit board. Spirit board. Spirit board. Spirit board. Show me spirit board. Nice, what is that? Like pentagram hair clip. Because of course. That should be everything. Okay, let's start. Ready for this, Yako? Oh, I'm so ready. Okay, I'm ready. It's me. The third me. Oh. I should have maybe read this. How did I not say that this got updated before? Or had I already read this? I don't know. The young man encountered at the bridge. He didn't hide the fact that he was cursed bear. His curse stone was later recovered by Tetsuya Satsumi. Oh, I think his thing got updated because I stole the curse stone from him. Elite student at prestigious university. He lives off the generous allowance he received from his parents, who are both prominent local figures. He gives off that aura, for sure. He definitely. Although he has lived a charmed material life, emotional neglect at home has caused him to develop a spoiled, egotistical streak. The only kindness he knew growing up was from his family's maid, and he still fondly thinks of the plain rice with butter they used to enjoy together. I don't remember reading that before, so maybe this whole thing got updated here. Since I kind of just killed him in the other character I was playing as. Alright, here we go. Yako is a student in Class 2C at Komagata High School. Unable to comprehend why her childhood friend and classmate, Michio Shiraishi committed suicide, she attempted to investigate the incident herself. However, she was unable to make any progress and, feeling desperate, invited transfer student Mio Kurisuzu to join her in performing a spirit board ritual. Born and raised in Honjo, Sumida City, Yako's family has owned and operated the beloved candy shop Tsunoya since its establishment in the early Showa era. Despite her modest appearance, Yako is a cheerful and vivacious young woman with a sense of duty and compassion so strong that she is easily moved to tears. Vivacious? Okay. She is also a bit quick-tempered and quarrelsome, always prepared to stand up against those who harm her, family, or friends. It is possible, however, that this readiness to fight is more driven by an innate love of chaos. Oh, I like that. The readiness to fight is more driven by innate love of chaos. I respect it. Yako's winning streak against arrogant boys and scraps since she was a child remains unbroken and is a source of considerable stress for her mother. Ah, her mother. Oh, the high school. A co-educational municipal high school with 632 attendees. Its name is commonly shortened to Koma High. Although it opened as Honjo First Middle School in 1943, subsequent revisions to its enrollment policy saw it change its name, becoming Komagata High School. The school strives to instill its students with the 3 S's of Sumida: sound morals, social responsibility, and strength of spirit. That sounds like cheating. Adjectives for the S's? But success has been limited. Plagued by delinquency, it has been forced to turn to temporary employees to compensate for its high staff turnover, and its sports clubs face challenges with its inner city location and small campus. Its traditional culture research club is thriving, however, even issuing regular bulletins in collaboration with a local records office. Rough. Rough. Alright, let's start. Ah, spirit board! This is the spirit board. This is how we'll be communicating. First, we'll both put a finger on the 10 yen coin that's on the board. Do I need to put my curse on it? Oh, I do. Oh. Ah. Okay, like this. Just like that. Relax your finger as much as you can. Now for the chant. Repeat what I say, okay? Oh, specter of the spirit board, please visit us. Your turn. Scepter. Spirit of the specter board. Or scepter of the spirit board. It's like a dumb quiz. It's great. Specter of the spirit board. Oh, did I choose the wrong one the first time? Please come. What? Fuck. What was the line? I didn't get this part. Please visit us. Specter of the spirit board. Specter of the spirit board. Please visit us. Good. Okay, I guess I'm right. All right, I'm gonna memorize what she says. I guess the other ones didn't sound right, so I was like, okay. Please tell us if you are there. Please tell us if you are there. Oh, the controller's vibrating. Whoa, it really moved. Looks like we succeeded in the summoning. We can ask questions now. Right, questions. Start with a question you know the answer to and see the response. Then, when you know your questions are being answered truthfully, you ask what you really want to know. Okay, I'll start with something simple. What is this place? Oh, Spectro Spirit Board, where are you? Where are we? H. I. G. H. High school. It looks like it's spelling, it's a ghost. Nice, nice. The strats. High school. H-I-G. I guess I should be in, whatever. High school. That's right. The answers don't seem to be very precise. What is my name? I think I should know the answer to this. Oh, Spectro Spirit Board, what is my name? Huh? What's the matter? How strange. No. No, don't want to answer. Huh? It told me no. I bet it means it doesn't know. Maybe the Spectro Spirit Board, but it doesn't know everything. Is this spirit really the real deal? Yes. Don't tell me. It's fine. I feel like it's giving me attitude. The spirit is giving me attitude. What is this girl's name? Fine. What's the name of the girl across from me? M-I-O. Mio. That's right. Girl, that's not fair. Knows your name, Mio. I'd even use that weird character you used to spell your name. How flattering. It might be... whatever she said right there probably makes a bit more sense if it was all, like, Japanese characters. But that's fine. No worries. Mio transferred to Class 2C at Komagata High School about 2 months ago. Although she's an extremely mild-mannered young woman, she exudes a somewhat off-putting dark aura, which makes it difficult for her to form friendships. Mio has, however, found a friend in her classmate Yako Sakazaki, and has begun opening up to her little by little. The truth of the matter is that Mio is the apprentice of a famous psychic. Possessing exceptional spirit sense, she takes on the troublesome task of surreptitiously handling spiritual disturbances that break out in schools across Tokyo before they become a problem. She transfers schools frequently as a result, and thus has trouble making human friends. Mio has already solved an incident at Komagata High School involving a female student possessed by spirit. Though she takes effort to hide her spirit sense, many develop an impression that Mio has a deep knowledge of the occult and the paranormal upon first meeting her, leading her to be anxious that her secrets have been exposed. The most common comment she receives is that she seems to get along well with crows and black cats. Yeah, okay. Okay. I bet. Even the teachers get it wrong all the time. Guess these paranormal beings just tend to take a liking to you. Huh? I don't know how I should feel about that. Is it really you? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Are you truly the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Huh? It said no. Is it lying? Not quite. The Spectre of the Spirit Board is just a temporary name we call them when using the board. We're actually calling a spirit with a strong tie to this place, or one of the people participating. In other words, a spirit that just happened to be nearby just felt like answering. They don't really think of themselves as a Spectre of the Spirit Board. Oh, really? Huh. Feels like some of the mystique has disappeared. Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? Don't call me that. Yes. Okay. Thanks. Oh wait, did it say... I thought she said... Do you mind if I still call you the Spectre of the Spirit Board? And said yes. Do you mind? Yes. Okay, well, I won't call you that. Although I don't know if the game is telling me that's what it's interpreting it. Whatever. Always good to remember to say please and thank you. I'll ask it again. What is my name? Didn't even hesitate this time. Alright, it's time to try asking serious questions. Yeah. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. What is the name of the boy Mio has a crush on? Hey, you're gonna ask that kind of question? Doesn't everyone ask this kind of stuff with spirit boards? Besides, I'm curious. No, let's not do this. Huh? Said no. Guess it must mean you don't have a crush on anyone. Whew. Yeah, that's it. No is correct. Let's move on. Ah, or maybe... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, do you mean the boy isn't in our class? Okay. Wow! Hey, stop that. Don't make me exercise you. If that's the case, then... Oh, Spectre Spirit Board. Is it a teacher at our school? Aw. Would have been salacious. Aw, no good, huh? Phew. Yako, cut it out already. We made the effort to sneak in at night. We shouldn't waste time with these questions. Got a point. Okay, here I go. I'll be serious now. Yes, please. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi in our class, who died by committing suicide by jumping 1 week ago, really commit suicide? No! Ah! So it really wasn't. I'm not surprised. I never believed it from the start. Now's the important part. Yeah. I always hit the wrong button for some reason. Here we go. Here she is. Michio was a second-year student at Komagata High School. She was found deceased 1 week ago in a back alley off South, where I guess I have no idea how to pronounce that word. Street. I tried so many times last time. Her entire body broken and severely contorted. Yikes. Police determined that Michio committed suicide by jumping from a nearby apartment building. As there was no suicide note, the police based their conclusion on interviews with Michio's peers. Michio is an honor student with a good head on her shoulders, consistently excellent grades, making her a favorite among the teachers. Although she appeared somewhat reserved, she had a positive outlook on life and a courageous spirit. Michio and Yako formed a long-lasting friendship during childhood, with Yako's unbending, uncompromising attitude deeply influencing Michio. However, beneath her strong exterior, Michio had been pushing herself too hard and keeping her emotions bottled up to the point that they risked overflowing. Following her father's death 3 years ago and moving to a new house, Michio began avoiding Yako. Though the two remained in the same area of town and attended the same high school, they gradually grew further apart. Yako herself worried for her childhood friend, but incapable of wading into the complexities of Michio's home life, kept her distance. The days passed, and though Michio longed to confess everything to Yako, the moment to do so never came. Michio carried an old talisman, a memento of her father, with her at all times. Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. Did Michio Shiraishi die in an accident? It said yes. So it was an accident and not a suicide. Michio... Then, did she slip and fall from that apartment building? She didn't. What do you mean? Michio didn't die falling from the apartment building? No way. If that were true, then why was she lying on the ground like that in the back alley of the apartment building? It was an accident, but not a fall? Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board, what happened to Michio on that day? Seems like it doesn't know the details. And how about... Oh, Spectre of the Spirit Board. We want to use that rite of resurrection to bring Michio back to life. Do you know where the rite of resurrection is? I wonder. Oh! Huh? Jesus. Fuck this game. Don't do that to me! I said no jump scare. Any potential jump scares tonight is what I was hoping for. Ah! What is this? Stop! I'm scared! Mio! Calm down. You can't let it go before it's over. Such deep sorrow. A resentful memory is flowing into my mind. Kill them. Kill them. Those who hear the sound. Kill them all. You have acquired the power of the Curse Stone, the Fool's Procession. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. You can use it to kill those who hear the sound produced by the curse echo for more than 30 seconds. The effect will be negated if you are seen in that time. That is really strange. The effect will be negated if you are seen. Press the use curse button to produce the sound. So I'm gonna have to curse someone and then like be hiding. Kills by fatal fall one who hears its music for 30 seconds without seeing the curse bearer. I'll read this. Okay, Omio stood atop the tall festival tower. It was her time to shine and she was ecstatic. It had been years since she joined the troupe, but she had to yet enjoy her day in the spotlight. She wasn't particularly pretty, nor was she all that talented. As a gossip and a loudmouth, she wasn't well liked by her peers. Some of the other girls thought of her as a teacher's pet and bullied her. I don't care about them, she thought. I'll use this chance to make something of myself. Everything was perfect. She wore a beautiful kimono and a kame mask over her face. The stage was set. The accompaniment began. She danced with everything she had. Applause rained down upon her from the crowd. Her breathing hastened with excitement. I've got to catch my breath. That's strange. I can't take my mask off. The smell of glue assaulted her nostrils. So that's how it is. I knew it was too good to be true. Her screams were drowned out by the music as she squirmed and struggled. Omio is giving it her all today. We have to keep up. The crowd livened even more. No, please, someone help me. She fell from the tower, writhing in pain as she begged those around her for help. The music stopped in time with Omio's heart. Jesus. Murderous impulse seeps into my soul like thick black tar. Now. Kill. Can you hear it, curse bearer? You who so strongly desires the right. Kill them. I gotta say, the moments where these characters we've had, acquiring their curse is actually pretty dope. It's kind of cool, like, they each have their own different separate ways of how they've been getting their curses, like their intro to the curses and everything, and how it's kind of like manifesting. And then like the whole like build up of like the curse, whatever they curse. I know there's a term to it, but like curse spirit like contacts and reaches out to them, and the whole presentation, the package of the presentation is nice. Big fan. All right, let's do one more of these little boxes for tonight, because I can't be on too late actually tonight. Let's pick, honestly, let's just keep, we'll go back here the next time we stream this, but let's do, let's go kill another person. Decide to collect the curse stones as soon as possible before they become the cause of an unprecedented tragedy. The two obtain the foot washing mansion from Nitaro Namagaki and head to their next destination. I'm gonna be curious, can I have like 2 ways of killing now? Also, this looks like we're gonna run into like this scene, like into here, when this character ran into this guy. To the park. To the park. Maybe this guy's story is all going to be about not killing people and just taking away their curse stones before they kill. Excuse me, sorry to bother you, but we have some questions for you. This is the guy, right? No, it's a different man. Damn. That's a different looking man. Araishi? What? Are you with the police? I haven't done anything. Don't worry, this isn't an interrogation or anything. We just want to talk. You're Hideki Hiraishi, right? The historian? We know who you are, so this won't take long. But since we saw you here, we'd like to just ask you a couple questions. Local history researcher. Of course I'll read this. Hideki is a historian who works part-time as a curator at the local folk museum and as a teacher at Komagata High School. His recent publication on the Rite of Resurrection has caused a stir in occult circles. He's the quintessential observer researcher. Despite being entirely unsuited for teaching, he has no choice but to take up a position at Komagata High School in order to make ends meet. Unfortunate. While having a captive audience in his classes goes some way to satisfying his need for respect and recognition, his conceited nature makes him unpopular among the students. Lately, he is concerned that articles he contributed for purely monetary reasons have earned him a reputation as a researcher of the occult, with a surge of interest in the topic and the resulting volume of article requests he is receiving are undeniably tempting. Deck is a regular at the Kurokikyo Cafe on Hokusai Street, where he can be found outside his work hours writing essays and manuscripts. His published books include A Study of the Unknown and An Introduction to Bando History. Well, let's get it over with. I'm a busy man. Questioning people like this can put unnecessary stress on them depending on their position. This guy is pretty sharp. I have to play it safe and only push him when I see an opening. Okay. Is there anything happening around us? No? Great. From appearances, it's hard to imagine this small, bookish, well-spoken man being very dangerous. But in this day and age, you never know. Should be careful. Now, Mr. Araishi, what were you doing here at this time of night? Doing research, of course. Day or night, information never sleeps. That's an admirable philosophy. You know, your research has been quite the talk around town. What was it they were saying? You discovered something about some book? The record of dates? The record of fates. Ah, right. Found some kind of ritual in the record of fates. What? Don't tell me you want to know how to carry out the Rite of Resurrections too. I remembered the term of the book thing. I'm so good. Memory rock solid from 3 days ago. To be perfectly honest, I'm tired of people asking me about it all the time. None of you even care about the local history. You just come crawling out of the woodwork when something interesting comes up. Looks like I hit a nerve. If you think you can force me to tell you because you're a policeman, you're sorely mistaken. Alright, attitude much? This record of fates, where did you get your hands on it? Storehouse of an old private residence in the city, just the public was told. I'm unable to be more precise due to an agreement with my informant. Are you doing all this research so you can use the Rite of Resurrection yourself? You're a policeman. Do you really think people can be brought back to life? Everyone I meet, pitiful. Huh? So you don't believe in the rite? Whether it's real or not, has nothing to do with my research. Such things are better left to the occult freaks. Or so I thought. Things changed. It has become necessary for me to pursue the rite. So now I pray that it is real. What changed? I'm sure you can imagine. Funds for my research. I receive a large amount of funding for seeking the Rite of Resurrection. If I find it, I'll receive a sum so great that I'll never have to worry about money again. Oh, then that means someone is sponsoring your research. Is that right? So what if they are? You have no idea how hard we work to secure funding for our research. I have no interest in teaching those children. Fuck the kids. Listen to me, I'll tell you one thing. Those experts you see writing provocative books or spouting nonsense on TV to try and get popular, all of them are just trying to get the money they need to do their research. With how popular the occult is, saying something even remotely spooky can lead to big money. What? But I bought your book. The pursuit of the unknown begins, first and foremost, with belief. I was so inspired by that bit. Oh, sweet child. I do appreciate your patronage. Unfortunately, however, the occult is not my true interest. The fate of the unknown is to be destroyed by thorough research and deep consideration. No way, I can't believe it. You're surprisingly innocent. Was the research you were doing just now also related to the rites of resurrection? Well, yes, that's right. What exactly were you looking for? I have no reason to tell you that. You wouldn't understand anyway. Oh. Same thing. Okay. Then what kind of research do you want to be doing? Sure wouldn't interest you, but to put it simply, focus of my research is how historical accounts transform into folklore over the years as they are passed down from generation to generation. What does that mean? Due to human bias, the account of any event is inevitably changed by the person communicating it. It's not necessarily done with ill intentions. It happens when someone tries to fill in the gaps in a story that lacks detail, or when something's left out or abridged because of the story's length, or when a story twists and shifts as it's spread through oral tradition. Even when two stories are told about the same event, differences in culture or environment affect how it's told, changing its content. Silly little things can turn into terribly mysterious legends. My research is a study of how history, culture, and legend all influence each other. Huh. I see. Take the 7 mysteries of Honjo, for example. Why are some of the mysteries seemingly about nothing particularly interesting? You'd think stories wouldn't last a decade, let alone hundreds of years. So why? Perhaps putting it that way piques your interest. I admit, I am curious. So that's why you've been researching all this time. Makes sense. As I said, it doesn't matter to me whether the rite exists or not. People in the Edo period believe that what was written in the Record of Fates was real. That's all I'm interested in. But I have to be realistic. The research I'd like to do is unfortunately not very lucrative. That's why I need to take some risks. Well, in that case, I think I might have a guess as to what it is you're looking for. Curse stones? What? Damn it. If you know about that, then calm down. No need to get so defensive. I mean, at this point, my character is apparently an honest man. I don't know why I'd break that at this point. We both want information, right? Why don't we have a nice, friendly chat? A curse stone. You're a curse bearer. A leaf. It is the evergreen beech, then. Yep. Will you show me yours? Aha! This is mine. The ever-burning lantern. Interesting. Again, let's be honest. I'll tell you this for free. The evergreen beech comes from a man who was hanged for spreading false rumors. But the accusations against him were unfounded, and he died cursing those who deceived him. Ah, so this is the resentful memory held within the evergreen beech. Memories of the 7 mysteries are truly fascinating. If only I could collect them all. Do whatever you want, but you should know something. The stone of mine lets me curse anyone who tries to mislead me. What? But... So don't try and lie to me. I'll know. You would curse a citizen? And you call yourself an officer of the law? It all depends on you. I don't want to use it if I don't have to. Oh, what is it you want? Curse stones are dangerous. I'd like to confiscate yours. Excuse me? But my right. First, let me ask you one thing. You haven't used that curse, have you? No, of course I haven't, I swear. Okay. Oh, he wasn't lying, okay. I see. Good. Now, why don't you hand over that stone? Oh, when I try to use the curse, is that me attempting to see if he's lying to me? Oh. Oh, it makes a little bit of sense. Okay. So that's why I could use it or not use it, and then it's like basically the in-game universe, the in-game explanation to tell me, oh, the character saying, I can feel that he's not lying to me. Okay. I see. Interesting. Unless you'd rather try using it on me instead. Damn you. Won't give it to you. If I were to say that, what would happen? Would it be a crime? Police are aware of how dangerous the stones are. Could arrest you under Article 1, Section 2 of the Minor Offenses Act. Or, you hand it over, and all you lose is your secret ability. Think of what would happen to all your research if you were arrested. Get his ass. Fine. You can have the stone here. Wow, he just gave it up. He didn't even try. Didn't even try. Didn't even try. Didn't even try. Kills by disembowelment. One who finds themselves trapped in the darkness of the curse echo. Wait, is this the guy that tried to kill me in the dark then when I was playing as the first main guy? Shogo? Kills by disembowelment. Yeah, he tried to murder me in the darkness, and then I got his ass first. What a fool! Resentful memory. When Honjo was filled with samurai residences, the spies of the shogunate lived amongst the townspeople to keep an eye on things. The soba cart on South Waragesu served as one of the outposts. They would communicate to each other in code by turning the lantern on or off. 10 at 4 a.m. meant that someone would be having the last soba of their life, that their belly would be sliced open the next night. An unfortunate incident occurred in which a man attacked a woman in a bout of fury. He regretted deeply, even declined to invoke the right to defend his honor, but the deed was done. Still, could not accept it. His rage at having been used by his daimyo boiled over, turning into a grudge he would never forget. Nearby, he saw a lantern quietly glowing in the night, and when the 6th bell rang, the man cut his own stomach open. Since then, the lantern could be seen alight before the soba cart had opened. It would flicker out suddenly, even when there was no wind blowing. As this unsettling phenomenon continued, the rumors surrounding it grew, and soon all were convinced that it was the man who cut open his stomach visiting from the beyond. Good choice. I look forward to seeing how your research pans out. Oh, right. Would you tell us everything you know about what's been going on? If you help us out, we'll give you all the information we've gotten after we solve the case. What do you say? In that case, will you tell me about all the resentful memories of the 7 mysteries? I believe they are the key to the secret hidden in the Record of Fates. Sure, why not? I'll learn about them as I collect the curse stones. Great. Now... Before we finish, I guess, whatever is happening here, the one question that I have is if I, in this storyline, as this guy, steal the stone, the curse stone from the guy, and he wasn't lying to us that he hadn't used it, and he's not dead yet, he's alive, but in the other storyline, as the first guy, I did kill them. Are they just parallel timelines? Parallel universes? They're not actually intertwining storylines, but actually just like characters that intertwine, but the stories are kept separate. That's the big mystery. That's the big mystery happening. But thanks to you, we learned a lot from him. I wonder. Mysteries and right are all public information. He kept everything he knows about the other curse bears and the source of the curse were hidden. Wait, what was that line? He kept everything he knows about the other curse bears and the source of the curse. Here hidden. Okay. Here hidden. I was hoping he'd at least give me a clue about how to beat those curses. Oh, I see. And we should be more aggressive next time. Really make them spit it out. And by we, I mean you. I'm guessing he wants to save this curse. He wouldn't have told us anything, no matter what we asked. But now we know where he hangs out. Can always send in someone for him to, if need be. Right. Got it. There's the pursed lips. I was surprised to hear that there were actually 9 of the 7 mysteries, though. Yeah, that's 2 extra curse bears we have to find. We've confiscated 2, so there's 6 more. They could be anywhere in this town. We have to find them fast or they may start using the curses. No, I think we're already too late. Huh? I didn't tell you this, but there were some soul dregs in Namagaki's curse stone. Oh, shit. He killed someone. Really? Then he already killed someone with it? It's not much, so it probably wasn't a curse bearer. Shit. Oh, because he didn't actually lie to us then. Because I actually asked, let's see. I don't know if I can go so far back. Just don't try and lie to me. What is it you want? Curse stones or dangerous? I'd like to confiscate. Excuse me, but all right. First, let me ask you one thing. Have you, you haven't used that curse, have you? Oh. Interesting. So it probably wasn't curse bear. Shit. Well, we know who did it. We can make arrangements to take him into custody. We'll have Paranormal Affairs pick him up tomorrow. For now, we'll continue our search. Right. On to the next place. We just have to cross them off the list one by one. I hope nothing bad happens to Irio. That would be upsetting if that's how the chapter ends. It's just like someone kills him. Or the boss kills him. Oh, could you imagine that? Their own partner killed. We killed the young lad. Oh, but boss? Good to know we can use the Minor Offenses Act to arrest people with curse stones. But why didn't we do that with Namagaki? If we could do that, there'd be no need for Paranormal Affairs. What grounds would a normal detective have to put him under arrest? Oh, right. Yeah, I suppose that's true. Nice. Oh, and look at that. It's grayed out. I can't even select it. So I'm positive that we have to go further into someone else's story to be able to go. So they are purposely going to gate like your progress in one character. You can't just go all the way with one character. Smart. You'll learn probably something that relates back to here. We'll call it a night. Not a super long night or anything, but I'm also have other things I need to do before passing out for the night. So, no streams tomorrow. It's Thursdays off. Friday, if all things go according to plan, I should be continuing the Spooktober streams, doing some DLC to a game I played previously on the channel. That is the hint. Some spooky DLC to a game I played definitely a year ago, or maybe more, at least a year ago. I'll say that. I don't think I mentioned what the DLC is, so that's why or what game it will be yet. So that's why I'm being secretive. And then just go back to like 5 streams ago or something when I mentioned it, maybe. Who knows? But that's the plan for Friday. Depending on how long it is, then maybe we do more of this as well. If it's not super long. I don't know how that long the DLC will go. I think it's going to be like a one-shot type thing, but again, we'll see. We'll adjust if needed. But that's the plan for Friday night. And then Saturday night, Umineko streams, like always. So, thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I'm still very interested in this game. I'm actually very curious how this goes. I think it has some cool ideas. It's got some cool story bits. Kind of curious if this game kind of like sticks the landing, though, as far as of interest. But I think it has potential. So, until next time, have a nice rest of your night. Stay safe, stay well, all that. Until another stream.